if you're just guessing out there, if you're listening to your agent, you're just having a feel for what a property is worth, you're really going to end up either overpaying or under offering, so you don't even get the property that you want. Hey, what's up? My name is Henry. Welcome to the Wong Mindset. So the whole point of this is so that you have an idea when you're out there shopping for a property, or even when you're trying to sell a property, when you know what the market price is, right? It's not just some random number that you're trying to come up with. You have a number so that when you're trying to sell, you can put a price, or you know that, certain offers come in like you're expecting. You're like, okay, that sounds about right. Also, when you're trying to buy a place, right? You're putting in offers. You know that your offer is legit, like it's good. You know where the market is headed. You know if it's going up or it's going down. Like, you know that, hey, the market is hot. Shoot, I need to put in, the market price and plus a little premium on top of that, just to really be competitive. Or if you know the market is going down, the market is stinking up the place, it's really flat, you know that, hey, I don't need to go too crazy with this. There's plenty of opportunities out there. There's plenty of other ones. I'm gonna put a really good competitive price that I know, looking at the last 10 places, that's what I'm willing to pay. That's the market. If you don't want it, bye. And also, this is really great for when you're trying to refinance, when you're trying to get an equity line. Anytime you talk to the bank and they have to appraise what your place is worth, you can go back and look up all your own comps and pull up like a list of places and show the appraiser like, hey, look, I think my place is worth this much. All right, so the first thing you gotta do is pull out your phone, pull up the Redfin app. Like I always talk about, there's plenty of other apps, but this app really works for me, has really great tools, and it's really clean to use, so I like to use that. Next thing is to look up the city or address, zip, some area that you want to look at. I'm in San Francisco. I'm all about San Francisco, so I'm pulling that up. And then after that, you'll get a smaller set of cities, and then you can also go to the drawing tool on the bottom left corner, or the nearby function, where you can just look at houses that are nearby your current location. You can also do that. Then go to filters, and you can go look through different price ranges, beds, bath, whatever you're looking for. So the property type for me, I'm all about multifamily here. That's the only thing that makes money, so that's what I'm all about. And after that, the thing right below it, the listing status, that's when you go to sold properties. And I think it defaults to the last 3 months. You can keep that. I think that makes the most sense. After that, you can also filter down by some more stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna use any of that. I think just last 3 months sold is good enough. Then you go search, and this is everything that's sold in the last 3 months. Go to the list view, and then I think this is randomly sorted. So go to sort, and sort by the sold date, and the most recent to the oldest, and you're gonna get the latest one. So right here, start from the top. So what I like to do is I will go through all of these at least once. I'll go through everything. I mean, it's fun. It's interesting to me. Like, hey, how much are houses actually selling for? I love to know. So I'll kind of go through everything. Let's just start from the top. This first one just sold on the 19th. And let's kind of take a look at all the details. What I like to do is kind of everything, right? So from the top, 7 bed, 4 bath, 2,600 square foot. And then I like to look at the map too. I mean, just to get familiar with the location, go to the map view, kind of see where it's situated. Where exactly, even in the same city, where exactly is this? Is this in a nice place, crappy place? Where is this? Just to get a feel for that. I'm familiar with this area, San Jose, Brotherhood, Alamany, this area. I'm familiar with this area, so this is a kind of okay area. Go to the about this home to get your details from this, for this home. And it looks like producing over 11,000 a month in rent. I've seen this place before. I wished I had the money, and if it was actually making this much money, I would have been all over this one. So you can see all the details here. I think this one makes sense. Whew, this was money. The other thing I want to look at is the key details. Expand that out. So you could tell this is a under property type, this was a 3-story single family home. I don't really trust the Redfin estimate. You could tell that it sold, it was 500 square foot, which is actually, I think, a pretty good deal. Usually it goes for a lot more around San Francisco. So if you go further down, I want to see if there's any info on any of the units, what rent it's actually getting right now. Let's see. There's some good info here. You could see some details on the house, but it doesn't say exactly how the unit and the rents are broken out. But that's all good. And I like to look at the property history just to see, hey, was it like a little, did they have to lower the price? Did they increase the price? Was it like delisted and brought back? Like just to kind of get a feel for things, right? Like, and this one, whoa, sold in 2004 for 580,000, and now in 2020 sold for 1.33. Whew. The other thing is I missed in the beginning, you want to make sure you check out all the pictures, whatever pictures they got out here. So this place has a couple things going on. Just to get a feel for the condition, right? What kind of level of quality are we talking about? Is it something that's really nice, that's okay? What is going on? Just to get a clue, of the situation. Okay, so I got it. I think that's pretty much it. What I look for, like when I'm scanning through. So this place looks like it was money, right? It might not have been the most updated in the nicest neighborhood, and it definitely wasn't the cheapest, but this place made money. So now it's in my memory banks. And for you, I think I really suggest, if you're just starting out and you're trying to get a feel for this stuff, you would write it down, right? Note the ones that are like maybe in your price range, or that look interesting to you. Note it down, note down some specs, how much it's sold for, and maybe some details, some address, what address was this? And then note every single one of these that look interesting to you. Have a good view, like, oh, so what's everything really selling for? So that you have a good picture. So if you're doing this regularly, there's not gonna be that many homes that you're checking all the time, right? Like every week, how many more homes have sold? It's not that many. You could just kind of scan through, look at the situation. And a lot of times you can tell, like, whoa, people are just paying more and more and more. That means you're in a hot market, right? But then you look like, whoa, it's kind of flat, right? Like some places are selling, some places are not selling, and the prices aren't really like really jumping anymore. It's kind of like flat. Then you can tell that, oh, okay, the market's kind of flat. Or if you see some places like, whoa, this is going for, like these places are going on sale. It's not just one place, place after place after place. Whoa, the market is kind of going down. Like you have to check, like people are just getting rid of these places. The prices are going down. Then you can get a really good feel of where the market is headed. So when you're out there shopping for your next place, you're like, whoa, things are going down. Things are going down like Dookie Brown. Then you can go make a better decision when you're out there trying to buy your next place. So this is how I constantly keep track of the market and where the market's headed. It's also good to know so that you know what your properties are worth, right? The ones that you're already holding on to. It's great to know and then kind of get a feel so you can strategize too, right? Like maybe there's different things that you want to do that become an option after you realize like, oh, wow, the prices have gone up a lot. Like maybe you want to do something else, like, or do something and maximize what you got. Who knows? But it's really important for all real estate investors to keep track of their own backyard. What is their market price for the properties in your area? You always have to keep track of it. And it doesn't have to take that much time, and you don't have to do it that often. Even if you do it every week, every other week, every month, whatever. Just keeping tabs on the market is really good for you. And from my experience, even really great agents, right? Like you have a guy working for you, looking at places, close on a bunch of deals for you. They might not even know what the market is. They're just worried about that next deal. They're not really doing all the research all the time. They just know what they've sold. And with agents in general, they're really looking out for their own best interest, right? There's a conflict of interest here. They're trying to get you to buy the most expensive place. So they're gonna say, of course you just overpay $100,000, you're gonna get the place. No, you're gonna get the place, of course. But you wanna be sure, you wanna know for yourself what the market is and know the locations, know the areas. Don't believe someone else and what they said. Oh, they have all this experience, they know all this stuff, I've done so many deals. I don't give a crap. Like, I want to know for myself, because in my own experience, I've had that before where I looked at a deal and the agent put out a number and I did my homework and I underpaid by almost $100,000 from what they suggested, and I still got the place. So can you imagine if I overpaid by 100K? Man, that would set me back. That was my whole renovation cost. I basically saved that by doing my own homework. So make sure you do your own homework. And also make sure to go look at properties. Go out there and go to the open houses and check out the places. When, you know, the pictures on the apps are great, but they don't do it justice. You don't really know what's going on with these places unless you go out there, go to the open houses all the time. I was out there every single weekend looking at every damn place I could look at, and I don't even give a crap. I bring my kids with me, right? I have my kids every single weekend. They're coming to open houses. They're gonna have some fun. They're gonna run around. You need to do that just to have a chance. And it's really like everything else that I talk about. You have to be intentional, right? If this is what you wanna do, if you wanna invest in real estate, you wanna succeed, you wanna be rich, you have to be intentional and go out there and do it. There's no way around it. And you do have to constantly study, constantly go out there and learn and grow and keep doing it. So that's the only way to get really good at anything. All I do nowadays is just set a reminder. I be very intentional, and it doesn't take that long. I set a reminder and then set a timer, 30 minutes to study this one thing. That's it. When it comes up, study 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes in your day, right? And no matter how busy I have, all this and this and this and life and this, you got 30 minutes. In 24 hours a day, you got 30 minutes. And it doesn't even have to be every day. So every other day, every 3 days, every week, do you have 30 minutes to put aside? I mean, I know you can do it. You can just set a timer, set a reminder, do your homework. Everything's gonna be super smooth. You're gonna have confidence when you're out there investing. It's gonna change your life, and you're gonna be making much better decisions. So if you're interested in real estate investing, check out some of these other videos that I put out. And thanks for watching this one, and good luck out there.